these steps, up the next flight, and straight along. Got it? Right.
Behind the closed doors of research laboratories, hundreds of thousands of living animals are condemned to suffer pain through experiment, often without anesthetics. For these innocent creatures, there is no escape unless man's humanity is awakened.
Certainly I understand your point, Hawkins, but it just hasn't been possible. Well, the book is more or less finished. I just have one more experiment to perform. If it turns out as I think, I can assure you the results will be absolutely sensational. Come in. Excuse me. Well, the position is that if you will give me one more week, you can publish a book that will make history. If you insist on having it now, it'll just be, well, just another textbook on surgery. You give me one more week? Fine. I can assure you, you won't be sorry. Goodbye. Ah, the case histories I wanted.
The X-ray films are there, Sir Bernard. I brought them in case you needed them.
Answer it, will you?
Sir Bernard Day's office. Oh, yes, would you hold on a moment, please? It's Lady Day, Sir Bernard.
Hello, dear. Yes, I was just going to telephone you. I shall be back to dinner after all. The publishers will wait for the book so I can work on it over the weekend.
Oh, that's grand. It's lovely down here. The river's wonderful. It'll do you so much good.
Yes, of course. By 7 then. Goodbye.
Oh, there you are, Peter. Oh, how many times must I tell you not to climb on the boat? You'll fall in.
I wouldn't mind a bit.
Oh, don't be so silly. Now, come on off. You know you can't swim.
Please, can I learn next term, Mummy?
I don't know, darling. We'll see if you're strong enough. Come on now, put the boat away.
Can you swim, Mummy?
No, not properly. Neither can Daddy. Go on now, he'll be home in a minute and very cross if you're not ready for bed.
All right. But please say I can learn next term.
Here's your milk, Master. Thank you. Here's Daddy's car now.
Will Daddy be here all day tomorrow?
I don't know, darling.
Will he come to church with us? And can we take Skipper?
You are asking a mass of questions. You'll have to ask Daddy. Hello, Bernard. Oh, you do look worn out, dear.
Hello, dear. Yes, I am rather. Hello, young fellow. Time you were in bed.
Daddy, if you're at home all day tomorrow, will you come to church? Will you?
No, Peter, I never have time for that.
Why, Daddy?
Well, I haven't, that's all. My work comes first. Come on, off to bed. At the double.
Yes, say good night to Skipper. Run off to bed quickly, dear.
Good night, Skipper. Be a good dog and sleep well. Then perhaps Mine will let you come to church. Good night, Daddy.
Good night.
Good night, Mummy.
I'll come and tuck you up later. Go on now. anything worrying you, dear?
No. I'm glad the publishers have given me another week. It'll make all the difference.
God bless Mummy, and God bless Daddy, and especially bless Skipper, and made him a good dog. May I have swimming lessons and long trousers next?
Be it known to you that all living things are loved by God. Be it known to you that all living things are loved by God. We in this quiet country church today can learn much from the dumb creatures around us. Trustful acceptance of God's purpose. The bearing of pain in silence and without question. And above all, the earthly expression of God's peace. Whether they be creatures which serve us, or faithful pets which bring us companionship, or wild animals in the primeval forest, they are all beheld by their Maker. Each knows the joy of living and the meaning of suffering. Not one of them is forgotten by God.
That man loves animals, doesn't he, Mummy? He'd like Skipper, wouldn't he? Shh, Peter.
It's when God himself has given the breath of life alike to all living things.
Daddy, the preacher says that God loves all animals. Do you?
Yes, of course. Now, run along, old boy, and amuse yourself somewhere else. I'm trying to work.
Sorry, Daddy.
Look out, please! Peter! Skipper! Let me get to him!
Take a deep breath. Now, just once more. Fine. Oh, yes, he's better this morning. I think everything will be all right. I'll look in tomorrow.
Good. To the hospital. Okay, my lad. You'll have to get strong and have those swimming lessons as soon as possible. Can't have this sort of thing happening again. Oh, goodbye, dear. I'll be home for dinner.
Right.
That's a good boy. Well, goodbye, Peter, old chap. See you tomorrow.
Skipper! Skipper! Where are you, Skipper? I want Skipper!
I think you'll agree, Sir Bernard, it's serious. The pneumonia on it can handle, but this...
Skipper! Skipper!
That dog's got to be found. I don't need to tell you the importance of a favorable psychological reaction at this stage.
I'll get on to the police again.
Skipper! Skipper! I want Skipper!
They're still looking. They say that if he's alive, they'll find him. What do you think of things, Doctor?
It's difficult to say. In my opinion, there's no immediate danger, but if the dog isn't found by this evening, I don't know.
Try to be brave, dear. There's nothing more I can do here. I'm overdue at the hospital already. I'll get back early, but don't hesitate to telephone me if there's any change and you want me.
I'm so worried about him, Doctor.
Well, you know we'll do everything we can.
We're all ready, Sir Bernard.
Thank you, Anne. You know, I wonder if you realize what this experiment really means. If we succeed and the subject lives, if only for a few hours, it'll be a triumph, an absolute triumph. That's the reason I'm holding up the final chapter of my book. Till we get a result, one way or the other.
His son's very ill, you know.
Why on earth does he do this today, then?
Well, you know what he's like. Work comes first every time. He's charming, but quite inhuman. We're ready to give the anesthetic, Sir Bernard. Shall we begin?
Yes, you can go ahead. Do me up at the back, will you? Get that dressing off.
Sir Bernard, everything's ready.
There'll be no experiment. Don't just stand there. Get that dressing off.
Where are you, Skipper?
I think you better telephone Sir Bernard now, Lady Day. I'm sorry.
All right.
Skipper.
They say he's not there.
Not there?
I know. But what can I do? Oh, Peter.
In the house.
Skipper! They're trying to kill him! Skipper! Where are you? Skipper, I knew you'd come. Mummy,
Yes, darling.
can I have a drink of water?
Of course, darling.
Where'd you find the dog?
On the operating table in my laboratory.
Good heavens.
I was going to use it for my experiment, and it was my child's dog. It saved his life when he fell in the river. That shook me badly. When I realized that probably many of the dogs we fellows use have been stolen. They've been somebody's pet. Well, I couldn't stop at that. I thought of all the animals I've hurt and mutilated. Dogs, cats, rabbits, monkeys, guinea pigs, white mice, rats. Thought of all the millions like them that suffer in laboratories all over the world. I suddenly realized that experiments involving cruelty just weren't decent and human. As I drove away with Skipper in the car, do you know what was uppermost in my mind?
What?
That never again could I use the license to experiment granted me by the Home Office.
Then your book can never be finished.
Not along its original lines. But modern science is a wonderful thing. There must be other methods of research than in the bodies of living animals. In any case, what this sad world needs is not more scientific discovery, but more kindness, more pity, more consideration for the weak and helpless.
Whether they be creatures which serve us, or faithful pets which bring us companionship, or wild animals in the primeval forests, they are all beheld by their Maker. Each knows the joy of living and the meaning of suffering. Not one of them is forgotten.